Don't worry, we'll let's do it for now. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, and Tim Onlu goes over a tenth of a
Are you
second.
good to introduce the stream? Alright, I'll do it. Interesting fucking I'll just go straight to him. Alright, going live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1 in a second. You do it if you can. Good evening, everyone. You join us live for the Master Split as we go trackside. Alex Cochran starts his hot lap, but unfortunately bins it. It's good timing. You're joined alongside myself, Kilgore Trout. Well, let me rephrase that. My name's Kilgore Trout, and alongside me tonight is Christoph Boozer.
Good evening, everyone.
And Robbie, who isn't Christoph Boozer. Robbie Arthur.
Yep. Hello, people.
And yeah, let's head trackside and see who's setting some hot ones. Let's please skip to Maradi, who's ahead of the pack.
We have a Discord stream, please.
Yeah, certainly.
Thank you very much. Yep, so we've got Maradi here. Obviously, he was crowned champion last time out. Obviously, on that, it was pretty much 2021 F1 or F2008. Down to the last lap. It was decided on the last lap. He'll be a big champion. He won't be as worried anymore. He won't be as prone to mistakes as he would be if he were fighting for the championship. Because I'm pretty sure it's very nerve-wracking when you're on the last few laps fighting for the championship. One man who can tell us about that is Oliver. What were the last few laps like, Oliver?
Well, I had very angry Concorde behind me, so that was a bit of an added pressure. But yeah, no, it's all like the last few laps are all just trying to get it to the end. Obviously from Maradi it was trying to get past Jan, and then obviously you've just explained that it was unfortunate spin for Jan, but yeah, I mean for me it was just getting to the end. So just what you want to do is just have a clean race, make sure you get the result, and don't do anything stupid.
Nice words there from Oliver Gibson. Yeah, you just got to keep it clean, and I presume keep calm as well, because I presume you would have been getting quite nervous in those last few laps, because I mean fighting for a win is one, fighting for a championship another.
Yeah, I mean the first few laps I would say were more nerve-wracking, because obviously I was fighting Jace, and just trying to get up the field, try and get that first place. So it was quite high pressure stuff. Obviously I'm glad we didn't crash and whatever, didn't do a Hamilton Verstappen kind of thing, or Senna Prost, at turn 1 or at the chicane.
Yep, Jace could have easily done a Senna Prost, but thankfully he didn't. And here you are, champion now. I'm sure the next race will be easy for you. Anyways, it's not his interview, it's the Master Split race. Maradi is currently fastest set at 27.4. I think he's already beaten the Challenger pole time, I do not know. Nevertheless though, he's going to be quick again. Yes, Maradi, so this is, in case you're just joining us now, this is Formula Track League's the 10th round of the championship. We're in Suzuka. Yep, we are in Suzuka. This is Jordi Lewis, I think, starting a lap.
No, he's just finishing a lap, sorry. A lot of the drivers are kind of in this in-between part now. Obviously with these cars, it's pretty much out lap, fast lap, in lap. Such as the nature of charging the battery, deploying it all in one lap, and then coming in. You were about to say something, Boozer?
Oh yeah, some people already bottled it on the first attempt, so they're a bit off rhythm, like Alex Cochran, for example. So it's a bit, nobody knows who's on a fast lap and who's on a hot lap.
Let's go alongside with Christopher Columbus.
Oh.
Christopher Columbus. Columba Griffith, sorry. Who is up on their time at the moment. And again, I don't think they've set a fast one to begin with, so any lap is better. Oh,
As he spins.
sorry about that.
Yep. Columbia Griffith spun it there last corner. It's a dodgy one last corner because it's a very bumpy sort of last few corners. I wonder if Oliver agrees. I mean, I had a lot of issues in the race, right? You got on the exit and you just spin it round, you'd lose it. It was an easy one to lose the corner, a bit like the hairpin. That's another one we could see drivers bottling it today.
Especially on low grip.
Going back to Maradi, sorry, who was set a purple in the first sector. It looks like we'll be following this guy a lot tonight, as always. He is the benchmark for a lot of drivers, and this guy just seems like he's on rails.
Might as well be. He has won. Well, he definitely won last time. Jan won Barcelona, so Jan got one back on him there. I think he won Spa, didn't he? Was that, I can't remember. I think he won Spa.
He won.
All I remember from Spa is Oliver Young, though. This was that master. Was, you know, I think last lap, last corner. Maradi also won. I know he won Silverstone as well. So he's been pretty much the only driver who's been properly up there. As Stevenson goes provisional pole as Maradi spins on the chicane. Like I've said, that can also be a bit of an interesting corner. If you go in there too quickly, you're going round, and there is no way you can save it.
Tim Omley goes fastest.
That's a shocker. You wouldn't have expected that a few races ago, would you? Tim Omley back in South Africa. He's on pole here. Giovanni Amorim for Bag as Halligan goes fourth. We're on board with Bags Amorim. Bolton goes fourth as well.
Ermus Riss was fastest in the first sector, but he must have had a bit of a mistake in the second because he had to completely come off his lap. As we watch Giovanni Amorim come across the line 10th fastest.
I think he bottled it at the chicane because the last sector was slow, but the track is still evolving, so the best times are yet to come. We've already passed the challenger pole of 27.4. But yeah, practice times look very promising for tight battle for pole position.
Yeah,
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Kilgoy, your Octane driver Toby Sanford is just disconnected, so I think he might be having the force feedback troubles you've been feeling.
He's racing for the Golf, but yeah, that's unfortunate to hear. A driver looking to score some good points this weekend is David Halligan. I believe he's up against the likes of, is it Benoit? I think they're both neck and neck on 76 points. Someone please. 56, close enough. Nearly there. Just about 20 off. But yeah, was it these guys, DHGP, been doing stellar performance also season. Halligan outperforming his teammate Magzire. Magzire, a previous two-time back-to-back champion in the hybrid series, so that's definitely something to note.
As we look to Tommy Latalo here, obviously just in his second race, or his third, I think. He'll be looking to prove a point for Kilgore, one of your drivers. Jordi Lewis goes fourth there. Let's see what he can do. He's 6 tenths down at the minute. I think, yes, he's not even on lap.
Saffron Maradi's just had a collision with Halligan, I believe.
Oh.
I think that was entering the pit lane. I think it was Halligan. I couldn't quite see, but I think he does have damage, but it could have been entrance to pit lane.
Okay, here's a good lap from Ermis. He's up in the first sector again. Oh, and I spoke too soon!
Stop
Commentator's curse is real today.
I
Not the first time.
Commentary curse has happened, people. That is Ermus in the Walt Degner 2 there. Ermus currently 15th minute. He's not looking too good. We'll see in the middle of the pack. We all know what can happen at the first corner here. It could all kick off. We know what the first few corners here are like. I think it seemed alright in Challenger, wasn't it? I don't think I won in massive crashes in the S's. Oh my god!
When there's enough time, he just needs to make it back to the pits. 6 minutes left. It's enough time to get the car to the pits and do another outlap.
A shame he did a really good first sector. 29.8 in the first sector.
Lowe's, we get a good tow here, surely.
Stevenson on his lap again.
Lois.
Still 5 minutes to improve for these guys.
Oh, and Lois decides to not finish the lap. Fair enough.
Try Stevenson.
Yeah, it should be noted though. Lois, like he's good on a one lap basis. Don't get me wrong, but he seems to be gaining more and more pace as the season goes on. Like last race, didn't he get pole or didn't he just miss out?
We can tell you though that Stevenson has a win. He has a. I don't know if he has a pole, but I know he has a win.
I was on about Lois, Jody Lois.
Oh,
Lois was on the front row before, yes. At least once, I remember. In Austria last season, I believe.
Toby Sanford is back as well, people.
After punching his wheel several times, most likely, but you know.
Knock it back into place. Usually works.
Steven goes provisional pole.
P1.
But let's see what Omlu has to say about this.
He's got fastest sector 2. This could be fastest lap for Tim.
Here we go as well. The young
Tight.
Dutchman. Let's see what he can do. Comes to this chain, he makes it easy. Dragoon goes for second fastest. Can't normally do it. I think he's actually starting a lap.
Oh, there we go.
There we go, P1.
Very close though.
By 3/100th of a second.
Yep, it's Omlu versus Stevenson. Anyone else got there as well? Scotland 07.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it looks like Mustafa is just having a few issues, to be honest. His last couple of laps, I think he's just either come across traffic or just not been able to piece it together somewhere. But yeah, Tim Omlu, no stranger to pole, managed to get his first pole position last season at Austria. Yeah, so the battle is on between the two, and like you said, whoever else wants to join them.
Charles will be starting lap. I'm not too sure that he can line. Goes his fastest.
I'm still waiting for Irma's first proper lap because I think he could be in the mix too.
Yeah, he has it. He just needs to keep it together. Which has been the story of Irmis like all season, to be honest. He definitely has the pace. It's just I don't know what it is. It's he's unable to handle the car or what.
Oh, Mustafa's also hasn't really set a lap yet, which he is on right now, I see.
Irmis purple in the first sector. We'll just finish this lap with Felipe.
I was just wondering where Samuel Ward is, but I just remembered he has a back of the grid for this.
Irmis is off. Sorry, Irmis is off again.
Oh.
He's done it again! Into Degner 2. It's happened again for Irmis. It's safe to say that's not in his favourite corner so far, has it? He did it earlier, he's done it again.
I need to look at Maradi here. He's got fastest sector 2.
The battle is on. The man from Iran. He's at it again. He's going to come out the last corner. Here he comes. Short route to the line. Goes P1.
Wow.
Very
3
surprisingly.
Yeah, made that look easy.
Go on, Kilgore.
I was just saying he made that look easy.
He did. Lowest goes 7th there.
First driver into the 25s as well. I know he did a 25.5, I believe, in practice. In the the 24-hour practice. So he's only 3/10 off his fastest, but still an insane lap to go 3/10 up.
You need to keep in mind you have like 2 weeks time to set that perfect lap, whereas now the drivers only have 18 minutes to produce one lap. So 3/10 off is better than most people do usually.
Columbia Griffiths passes yellow. But the Gulf of Sippenstein, he's on a lap now. Where do you reckon he can go? I want to say maybe P8, P9.
He's just finished his lap. He's gone 19th fastest with that.
I didn't see that for you.
Sorry to burst your bubble. And I think we're in this kind of just a midpoint now where everyone's just getting ready to start their last lap.
Sorry to disappoint you, but Ermas is starting his second consecutive lap after he spun his first one. Seems like he got enough battery charge. He's at least up on his time because P21 is not where he wants to be.
Yeah, you're right there.
Bit of a snap there, but he's managed to recover it like last time.
He
Now
might,
Spoon isn't a big con for him either, but let's see what he can do for Spoon. Can he make it?
this might be damage limitation now, and just have to deal with whatever he gets from this lap. It's a shame to see such a star kind of just slip away like that. Oh, and he's calling it there. He's calling it maybe.
Oh no, he's given up. If you look to Jan Tagoon now, he's 4th at the minute. Oh.
Stevenson's fastest sector 2.
Yep, let's look at the Octan.
He did a 30.0 in the first sector, not his personal best, but fastest sector 2.
Really eating those apexes there, isn't he?
Well, they have the Chinese. Is it the race of the Octan? It's P2 for Stevenson. He hasn't quite got there. Almost going back at him as well.
That is very close.
Omlu only personal best so far, but it all depends on this final chicane. Didn't take as much curb as Stevenson.
Bloody yellow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's gone off.
Dragoon's off. Let's go with Halligan.
On the laps now. Yep, David Halligan for DHF1. He's just coming around these last few corners now. He's currently in P.
Very conservative going into the chicane there.
He can do it. Here he goes across the line. P5.
Oh, well done, Halligan.
Very solid qualifying for Dave Halligan. That's Toby Sanford there. He will be starting from 15th. Alex Cochrane. Sam Benoit there. I don't think he's on that. I don't think he is. No, he's down, so he's not set up for 12th.
Let's go with Tarek.
Yep, Tarek Batata for Dak.
He had a brilliant start to the season, but it's just kind of fallen apart for him at the moment. Let's see if he can help the team hold on to second place.
Tommy the trial goes to it's a big snap. Across the line he comes, that's P10.
Oh, well done to Iotalo getting into the top 5. I'm going to cough, sorry.
And Kilgore, as Kilgore dies, we look at Tarek Batata in the pit lane.
So, do you want to run us through the top 10? If you can see the tyres as well.
Yep. Confirmation then that Maradi will start the race from pole. We've got a lot. We can expect a lot from this race. Irma seems quick. Maradi seems quick. Samuel Ward from the back will be looking to do a charge. Don't forget Stevenson could pull off a bit of a shock here. Can he go for the win? Omlu will be up there as well. So it's about 4 cars in it. So don't go anywhere, people. This is going to be a very interesting race. We could easily throw Ward and Irma into the mix.
Unfortunately, you just said don't go anywhere, but I have to go somewhere. So yeah, enjoy the race, guys. And
you will be engineering Stevenson, won't you? So
yes.
So yep, all the best to you and all the best to him as it's all kicking off in the chat. So yeah, all the best, Oliver, and congratulations on the championship.
Thank you. I will be watching.
Nice water bottle mic as well. So yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Just 20 seconds now before the lights out. Let's go trackside. Oh, no, sorry.
It's 20 seconds before grid side.
Okay, I'm just over eager.
Nearly.
The chat is coming F1 Twitter still here as it's all kicking off a little bit, but 5 seconds and we'll be on the grid, waiting for the lights to go out in Suzuka. About 2-minute wait, quite a big wait to be fair. Never mind though, we are on the grid now. 1 minute 22 seconds as Muradi will once again be starting from pole. We're also going to have a few other cars in the mix, as we've said before. We'll patiently wait now. It's at the 10th round of the Formula Trout Master Split Championship. This is the grid then. That is, it's a very competitive grid. There's some of the best drivers in Assetto Corsa are here. And we have just over 30 seconds to go before we get the race going here in Japan. Muradi, Stevenson and Omlu back up there, back in Trout, back in the mix. And he's he's back on the pace he was before as well, so will be very interesting.
Is anyone else really nervous, or is it just me?
A bit.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why this race just has to be really tense. Hey, wait, 10 seconds.
Championship's over, time to get nervous.
Here we go then. Muradi on pole, Stevenson alongside him. And we're off here in Suzuka. Muradi gets away well. Stevenson hasn't got the greatest start either. It seems like not much is going to happen off the start. Muradi wins the start into turn 1. And it seems like they've all made it through cleanly, surprisingly. As Muradi goes firing off into the lead. Still all clean. Still no accidents. And it's looking very good. So, amongst the drivers, well done to them. No one's on flying off. This is a very good sign. Yep, they've all made it. Yep, Muradi is already pulling a bit of a gap in front. Stevenson is got a bit quite close there. As our timing camera, yeah. Our timing tower is what I meant to say. Has arrived as Latalo's up to 4th. Dragoon's not had a specific start. Here he is. Here is Dragoon for Younger GP. As Latalo.
There's contact.
Attacked him.
Oh no.
Yep. And well, they both go blind down the order. Tommy Latalo is looking to attack him. Literally attacked him. And they are now both last. Meanwhile, we'll look to David Halligan on Alex Cochran into the chicane, and it seems like they've made it as well.
Alex Cochran started behind Halligan, so yeah, good one to him. Unfortunate to Halligan, who will be seeing red now, and will want to get past Alex as soon as possible, really.
They were fighting last season a lot too.
Yeah, you're right there, Boozer. These guys, a very spicy rivalry. I mean, they do all their talking on the track.
He's going to feel the dirty air here as well. We know what the Assetto will be like with dirty air. We've seen it before. We'll probably see it again. Seems like Halligan will be taking the alternate lines in order to keep the gap without losing anything from dirty air. Maybe, well, we're still in the early stage of the race. There'll be no strategy involved yet. It's all out attack for now.
Speaking of strategy, what we're looking like for tyres, I think the top 8 currently on the C3 tyre, Tarek Batata on C2, and Giovanni.
And wide, oh, he's had a massive snap. Sorry to cut across to that was a massive snap. But Alex Cochran halfway through there. That could have been very costly as Batata goes up past Benoit. It's all kicking off and Ward's down a place.
Yeah, good move for Stoyan there.
Max needs to go defensive but keeps covered around the chicane. Now on the main straight, do we have DRS enabled? Or is it one more lap? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it'll be this lap now. That's Halligan.
Yeah,
Brilliant exit. Oh god, press the wrong button. Oh, but
He's done it down that side. Yep, you didn't need the RS, but I don't know how or not, but you didn't need it. Halligan up to 4th. They're looking from me now, aren't they? Surely. Anyways, at the front then we've got Muradi. He's just conserving at the front.
yeah, you're right. He's
The town champion.
pulling a bit of a gap, but Stevenson, he's not losing him, but neither is he losing Omlu behind him, who's just within the DRS zone now. Gap.
Yeah, exactly when he's playing as well.
Obviously-
Anthony Penn's just had something happened to him. He's dropping down the order as well. Maybe he's made a mistake, we don't know. Well, he probably has, because look at him, he's now in last. This is Tarek Matata and Max Interspoon. They've kept it clean there. And yeah, it seems like they've literally a really good one.
Yeah.
To 130.
All aboard the Magzar train. If you're followers of Formula Trout, you'll know that Batata and Magzire, this isn't the first time they've battled on track. Strangely enough, though, this is for 8th place. Very close here, very close.
Oh, there's a spinner as well. I think that might be Benoit. Let's run around. Yeah, it's definitely Benoit, 100%. Because it's got his name in the bottom right hand corner. Back to the battle then, because look at that battle. There, yes.
Olsen catching up to Cochrane now. Cochrane just about holding on to Halligan. Will now have to deal with this.
Anyway, might have had a little issue there.
Oh, press the button again.
We look to Anthony Penn here. He was going down the order a bit ago. He's in 20th here.
Why is that? It really confused me. Then I thought Anthony Penn was in the is it DHGP car?
Oh,
No,
is
they
that
look similar.
one a bit wide? Is Penn have a little look on the inside? Probably a bit too far back to go down the inside.
Let's go back to Olsen.
Olsen, yep. He's going 6th. He's having a decent race at the minute.
Someone who is doing a decent first stint is Ermis Riss. Obviously, he didn't have the brilliant qualifying session, did he? He pretty much cocked up every lap. He's up to P13 now, and he's on the rear of Sanford.
He's also on C2 tires, so I wonder what he's going to do later on. But let's see if also makes it past Cochrane here.
That'd be a bit far back to that, Christoph. No, he is. Never mind, you still have the big straight into 130 after, just keep up with him. Swiss then, we were projecting him to be quick. He hasn't seemed particularly
Tata's made a mistake.
Oh, that's Tarek in the wall. Yep.
It has to be noted that Tommy Latalo down in 22nd at the moment. From
That's not ideal for him.
great highs to lows, lowest of lows at the moment. So I hope he bounces back.
It's really hard competing against some of the best drivers in this game as Cochrane goes wide, and giving it everything every lap, but also not making any mistake, because it can be over with one mistake, as we saw in lap 1, as we saw it with Patata just now, and as well in the Challenger race. And it's we're just 5 laps in. This is still 30 laps to go. It's a very long way. People need to also pay attention to their tires, because if you push every lap, they're not going to last long, and you're even more prone to mistakes.
He's got DRS, is that? Will Olsen. So let's not quite go.
Oh, sorry.
Lasalo. We've been Tommy. As
I didn't even mean to switch to him. Sorry, I meant to switch to Ermis Riss, but it went to the wrong one.
I think Olsen's done it.
Oh yeah, look, by the looks of it, that was very close. That shouldn't have been a hard pass. It almost takes interesting line to turn 2.
Very questionable line by Miss Reese, but he's looking quite decent here. So P12, not 5 points. Toby Sanford next. We know I'm a very quick driver. Alex Cochran, he's now been cleared by Olsen after what earlier happened. He must have had the RS. But Alex Cochran will be looking to come back at him though.
Yeah, it's not out of the question, is it? And he's only having a better exit here than Olsen, who's really had to slow down there for some reason.
And he's I bet Alex is thinking, okay, you can have P5, but you aren't having it without a fight. And I just had news broken to me, right? Apparently I got fastest lap in Challenger.
Huh.
Well, I mean, I had fuel issues and I was very quick.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I will take fastest lap.
I don't know if that counts.
I
Considering
won't get the point for it.
you won't get
Never
it.
mind. I've done it. I did something in Formula Trout. So, yep. Thank you, Oliver, for that. I've got fast stuff, apparently. So there's somewhat good to take away from that.
Amos finally gets past Sanford.
Yep. The screen is blacked out, so I've unfortunately not able to see that move. There we are. Back to Cochran then. He's just keeping the gap to also not pulling away particularly much. Yeah, maybe a potential. Oh! That's Halligan. He's made a bit of an error there. Very unfortunate for him.
Oh god, just
Got
like that.
all the way down to 11th.
Just like that, you're down to 11th, man. That's how close this grid is. You know, they're only being these guys are only being held up by the car ahead, and that's why the gaps are happening. You know, when you think about it, Maradi's just got that clean air, and if he's just consistently putting in lap after lap, he's eventually going to start breaking away. You know, where Stevenson has to hold on to him, is to try and deal with that dirty air. Sorry to mansplain motorsport, but yeah, this is it, guys.
He's got a bit of a train for me in front as we look back to Olsen. He's actually getting a lot on Tim Omlu there, trying to get them done. As Omlu, oh come on, he's using DRS. That's to be a penalty coming his way, that's for sure. Never mind. Nevertheless, though, Cochran slipped back past. Oh, contact there.
Very brave move.
Is we all know the drivers they are. They will go for anything that they can get, and that we are getting a showcase of that right here.
Well, I mean, there's a lot at stake. Alex Cochran has to do everything he can for the team now to claim at least third place in the championship, which is technically under threat from DHGP. So yeah, Alex doing a stellar job so far. Another one doing a stellar job. Ermus Riss up into P9 at the moment. He's just those C2 tyres. I wouldn't say essentially coming alive just yet. You know, they're going to go a bit further into the race, if you ask me.
Great is black again for me, Kogo.
Sorry, I'm having to switch between screens.
Yeah, the C2 are a bit weird because we recently got the V3 update of the RSS Formula Hybrid 2021 mod we're using, but it's kind of a Pirelli patch because especially the C2s took a massive hit in terms of long stint pace. So it's really hard to figure out if it's better to do a 2-stop or to a 1-stop on the C1 hard tires here. Though the trend in Challenger split was the C1 with a pit stop around now, as we see the first people heading into the pits, Jordi Lowes and Toby Zanford. I'd be surprised if I see anything other than the blue-walled C1 hard tire.
We've seen it a lot in Master Cup to Andreas Schilder. Andreas Schilder hasn't had a brilliant season as he's gone from champion in season 7, and now it's and now he's barely fighting for points. He's looking for a more into P7 here.
Well, just like Ermus, he had a bad qualifying outside the top 10, and he's on the C2 tire, so everyone around him on the C3 tire, just falling off. Amos just behind him, also recovering. So they should be making their way up the field about, well, now, as the C2 tire should be faster. Yeah, that looks like a safe pass.
Into 130R. He's definitely there to do it. He's backed off a little bit.
I think he's looking towards it into the braking zone as they nearly touch.
He nearly deleted a more in there.
It doesn't make it alongside. That is the problem of the DRS train. I think David Halligan had it into the pits. No? Yes?
That's a Cochrane into the pits at least.
That's Cochrane, yeah.
But his teammate staying out, obviously, on the C2 tyres you mentioned. Managing to get past the Morum. But yeah, that was so close. I mean, the hitboxes on these cars can be very unforgiving. No offence to RSS or Assetto Corsa. That's just, well, I guess a bit of offence to Kunos. But
not even considering the ping some of the Giovanni Morum has sitting on the American continent.
Yeah, the Brazilian, not Brazilian driver, as was revealed to me this weekend. I'm still shocked.
That's not bad. I was on my phone, but yes, he is now up to P6. Shoulder has cleared. Among Columbia Griffiths is up a few places as well.
It's just Columba.
Yeah, it's Columba.
I thought it was Columbia. Apologies.
That's a country.
Columbia. It is.
I mean, I called him Christopher Columbus earlier, so I mean, yeah, I'll take the L for that.
And I can also take the L because I know what it's like to have your name said wrong. It is one of the worst things that can ever happen to you. Anyways, I hate it.
Get over it. You'll get over it. It's when people forget your name, that's the worst.
Oh,
I mean, it's the worst when your people can't pronounce your last name, but whatever.
Alright, Olsen into the pits. Sorry to go across. One of the front runners.
Have you ever been told nice headphones? I bet you've had that a lot, haven't you?
No.
Yeah, I had that once or twice before. But yeah, Philip Olsen is on the... Oh, what tyre is he now? He's on the C1 tyre. Yes, he is.
Yep. Going to the end, pit early, going to C1. Team strategical. But it's been what we've seen from the Masters all season. It's been consistent. We look to Schilder now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Up to P5 there.
We'll see if that has a knock-on effect with the rest of the guys. If they react to him, they'll probably be just seeing out their own strategies, doing their own thing. To be honest,
Moradi is the pace setter is comfortably in front. Is safe for undercut behind. So I'm curious when he thinks he'll pit because everyone in the challenger split pitted around now. So. Will he follow? Will he pull in another 2 or 3 laps to have the advantage later on? Oh, he stays out. Interesting.
And Schilder now. Paul Magshire slowly snuck up there. He's having a good race for DH.
GP.
DHGP, yes. Schilder is
Omlu's in.
Omlu pit, so Magshire to P3, which will be very good for him. Schilder nearly, not quite enough. Dragoon has recovered it up to P10, so he's still coming back to the mix as well.
Let's see where Omlu comes out.
C1s again. I reckon he'll just stay ahead of Batarek. Yes, he has.
Batarek
will be quicker.
Batarek.
I'm sure I used to do some kind of combination of his first and last name for a couple of seasons.
And this is Schilder and Magshire. Schilder looking hungry and he wants it. He's mad for that place. He wants P3.
Mad for
He's gonna go round the outside, going to spoon. Can he do it? Oh, this is getting very argy-bargy, I think. Has he gone wide a little bit? Can Schilder capitalise? I think he can. They're going to be wheel to wheel down the back straight.
It's a drag race towards 130R.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, it's smashed.
It's in touch.
Keep it on track.
Well, I think if that were real life, I think he'd probably be told to give that back.
I don't know about that. No,
Don't think so.
No,
I think Magnussen is going for the pits. Yeah, he actually is.
Yeah.
I think
Stevenson's also in the pits. So Muradi, let's see if he reacts this next lap.
I think Irma's just made another mistake, or is he in the pits too?
Stevenson comes out ahead of practically everyone else, so he doesn't have to worry. His main.
Yeah, killed an RP2. Something he hasn't. Oh, Hermes getting quite close into turn 1 with that lot. We could have a train forming with Cochrane, Reese, and Ward. Ward has done a stellar job to get that back up to P9.
You're right
He was
there.
saying the other day.
Must have made a mistake because he was just behind Schilder a few laps ago and he hasn't pitted and, well, he's in P8 again.
Yeah. We were saying the other day, Sam Ward, he's done a brilliant job. Can he fight for the championship next season? Obviously it'll be a new car, everything will be new next season. Can Samuel Ward fight for the championship? I certainly think he can. We looked at Tim Omlu here.
Omlu, Omlu, who's found himself behind Olsen. I mean, so he's been jumped in the pits. Olsen, the undercut worked. Yeah, it didn't work out for Omlu in that sense. And Muradi's pitted now, so let's see.
Yeah.
Lap 13 laps on it. Oh, is there Schilder?
Schilder's pitting as well. Wow. Let's see what's going to happen here. The race is on.
It is happening. Don't go anywhere, people, because it is
It's like Griffiths in P3. He hasn't pitted yet. Interesting.
Columba
Yes.
Griffiths is up to P3. He's been doing alright. I don't know if he's pitted yet, but definitely up there. Muradi out in the lead again. He's doing brilliant so far.
Oh, and Hermes is off again.
He's it's not been his day, has it? Unfortunately for Hermes. So he's 13th.
Sorry to cut across, but the undercut, didn't work for Stevenson in the end. Muradi hitting perfectly and keeping the gap, if anything, extending it. I don't know if Stevenson just had a bit of a rubbish outlap. Oh, and Hermes is off again.
Oh,
Yep.
I wonder if he's going to retire or if he's going to try to stay on track. Tim Omlu's past Philip Olsen now that I see it.
Yeah.
No, never mind, he was still stuck behind Samuel Ward. Yeah, I confused the two red cars. Apologies.
And if we look to Andreas Schilder, who was P2 a bit ago, as we look, he's gonna go around the outside on.
Andreas Schilder's on the C2 again, so he's definitely on a 2-stop. Interesting.
Yeah, Batata pulls her way into the pit.
I mean, that would have held Schilder up a bit, but wouldn't be too much of an issue for him. Omlu behind Sam Ward. Other than Columba Griffiths, Omlu kind of, been jumped by Cochrane and Ward needs to pit again as well, doesn't he?
Ward is yet to pit, correct?
Yeah. It's just Cochrane who's got ahead of Omlu. So Cochrane's done pretty well. Sorry, I'm waffling now. I'm still in awe after what happened to Hermes race.
Oh, he goes very wide.
Yeah, there's
Goes to Fuji. Omlu through P5 there. He's granted to bring it back. He was P3 started. He dropped noticeably back, but Ward's already back on him. It didn't take long. You all know Samuel Ward is a very quick driver. It was destined that he was going to charge up this far. Muradi gets the fast start of 27.9. He's probably quicker than me, but never mind. And he'll be too far back, Samuel Ward, surely. Yep. And surely he'll get DRS 100% here. And if you can get a good exit, which I don't, didn't get the best exit there.
0.4 could be enough for the DRS though, if you have DRS and have battery to dump, but he's not gaining anything.
Schilder on the other Volpino car, Felipe Olsen.
Oh!
Nearly lost the car.
Oh! That's in quite close.
Yeah.
I well thought I'd seen a massive crash happen for a split second there. But no, they're all good. Dalla Valle, Halligan. We haven't spoken much of Dalla Valle. He's had a quiet race, but we finally see him his P12 you can enjoy. The camera's on you for a minute there. Gustavo, he's up to P12. Don't know if he's pitted yet. Oh!
Somewhat.
His tyres were just dropped off. He should have come in, but he decided to stay out.
He's on C. Wait. Samuel Ward is on C1s that he started his race with.
Yeah.
If you want to make a one stop, you gotta drive more than 15 laps with a C1 though, so that should be a mistake on his own.
What?
I mean, obviously is, but the tires can do more than 50 laps, that's what I wanted to say.
Raddy's extended the gap to Stevenson now, 6 seconds.
Yeah, Muradi 0.7 faster than
And we've had our first DNF, or maybe second.
He's tapped out! He's tapped out! I'd say it there in that exact tone of voice, because that's how it is with me. As Olsen, looking Schilder. We look at Toby Sanford. He's good. He can be a good driver. He just hasn't had luck go his way this season. And here he goes on Griffiths, onto the inside, as you like. Easy stuff by Toby Sanford. And he's up to P12. He seems to be on the charge. Well, he looks quick. So don't count him out. We now need to look. Dalla Valle here. It could be under pressure in something few laps. He's going to clear Samuel Watson. Not very easy with the pace on him. We'll have to see, but yeah, just going in out of the race. It's not ideal for the man who was only this time 2 weeks ago challenging for the championship, and he was going to take it down to Suzuka. Unfortunately, he just couldn't convert.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, it was Yelitalo who took him out. He got a bit too close. I mean, that's just the first lap antics for you. Everyone's edgy, trying to get past one another. It's you can lose and win a lot in the first lap. It's where the most positions can be made, admittedly, but you know, it's a shame both of them DNFing in the end.
You'll have to honest, we're a bit too far back to go for a move. We look back to Timomu now. It's fairly mutual between him and Cock at the minute.
He got closer. He closed the gap of 2 seconds, but he's now sandwiched between the two Griffin cars.
Which Cock will back him up into Schilder.
Potentially.
It seems the reasonable thing to do. And then obviously Schilder could slip through and then they could both pull away. But Omley is quite quick anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look. It seems like Omley was gaining a bit ago. Schilder here, look. He's not too far back. He's in good range for Cochran to back him up. It seems like he's doing it. Look. It does seem like Cochran might have parked a bit on the apex there. So he could well easily back him up.
I don't know if he's going to actually doing it intentionally, because remember Omlu almost qualified for pole, whereas Cochran as they fight.
Well, this has worked out perfectly for Schilder.
Yeah, it did. He's going to fight against the double DRS, remember?
Yep, that's probably not ideal. But anything can happen.
Perfect.
Almost cleared Cochran. This is going to be far from ideal for Schilder. Unless obviously Cochran could do a very kind thing and maybe let him pass. But
I think he will, especially as they are on different strategies. They have radio communication.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
there
that's
you
the
go,
pass.
he jumped out the way. Shoulder is cleared, he's released to chase after Tim on.
Oh no, please, not like this.
That's not ideal.
Risky.
Samuel Ward has made a mistake there. He's dropping down the order.
I mean, it's game on for sure. He's on a two-stop. He started on C2, the white tire. He pitted and came out again on the C2 tire, so he needs to make up time. Well, about now.
It's gone wide.
Oh, that's the line, bro.
Lines are blurry. We're traveling that
We now
fast.
look to Toby Sanford for Golf Racing Club. Well, I say we'd be challenging Dalla Valle. It seems exactly that way. Sanford, a very quick driver. Can he get the run? Oh, there's the scene blacks out. No, I haven't missed anything. Good. Toby Sanford, he'll definitely have DRS on the main straight. He had a tiny look inside, nothing much there. But if the opportunity's there, Toby's going for it. They're going to main straight now, here we go. DRS over to Sanford, nothing for Dalla Valle.
That's looking very good. They nearly touch.
Yeah,
This moves over.
that is it from Toby Sanford. That's how you do it. He clears Dalla Valle and he's into the point.
Yeah, Halligan up the road, his old teammate. Should be an interesting one. Plenty of time, plenty of laps to make that ground, and plenty of clean air for him to just get some laps down now. Go back to Schilder now, who's just 0.5 seconds behind Omlu, battling for the final step on the podium.
If he wants to get past, he really needs to do it now because his tires ain't getting better, and just being stuck behind Tim would probably cost him a lot of time.
Agreed, and I mean, this race could be a turning point for TC Esports Academy, to be honest, who are looking to score some good points.
Here we go,
Oh.
Schilder on the inside. He's made it look easy, but I could tell you now it isn't. And Omlu, it looks like he's coming back at him into turn 3, but I don't think he's not
Yes.
as far to it because Griffiths, I'm going to say the first name because we know what happens. Columba,
He has made a mistake yet.
he's made a mistake, he's down a few there. The Tata gets his personal best there, flash at purple. Schilder pulling away though, which seems that'll be good for him, he'll be liking that one.
Oh, and Omlu's made a mistake,
Oh, he has lost it.
and now he's straight into the clutches of Alex, who will be all over him seeing that.
Alex Cochran, yep, he's going to be all over him. And he'll definitely probably be able to get DRS on the main straight if he'll have hot tyres now as well, Omlu, which is another disadvantage. It seems like he's pulling away though, Omlu though.
He has a nice straight though here to cool him down, fortunately enough for him.
I should gain DRS, but I don't think he's in a position yet to overtake unless Omlu is forced to take the chicane slower than he wants to.
Let's see, they've kept it clean. Cochran gets a good exit.
0.5 is a bit far away, unless he has a massive battery advantage. I don't think that we're going to see an overtake here.
You're right there. It did look like Tim got a good exit as well, to be honest, so he just manages to hold on for now. Alex, 10th faster this lap though.
But still, the time Omlu lost could be crucial later in the fight against Schilder, who's now Tim Omlu lost his slipstream, lost the possibility to have the DRS back and chase after Andreas later. Remember, he has to pit again, Andreas Schilder, so he will need to re-overtake Omlu at some point if he wants to keep the P3.
He had to have a little inside the hef in there. There's Alex Cochran, but seems like it's going alright. from Louis. He's keeping it clean. He's keeping in front just nicely. See a mistake, and that's all gone. Obviously, Gilder is long going up the road as well. We've got 12 laps to go here in Suzuka.
Battle happening at the back of the grid.
Hermes and Yordi, yep. Also much in that battle. It's just joined us. We've lost Jan Dragoon because he was, quite frankly, attacked by Tom Lucalo. Is the word I used then, I'll use it again now. He was attacked into Spoon. But it's Hopkins getting a little bit through turn 2. Still, I think Onward pulled away a little bit. Dirty air. Or maybe Cochrane's backed off a little bit so he doesn't get dirty air.
Well, looking at the last lap, Tim Omlu 29.8 as opposed to Alex Cochrane's 29.9. So
That's really neck and neck.
it is pretty neck and neck, but Omlu just having that edge, obviously, big gap ahead of him, plenty of clean air, just pull away. But it's this guy who has pretty much ran away with this race and this season. Mustafa Muradi won last race and won the championship. Stevenson has fallen behind Muradi, still kind of in no man's land at the moment, doing his own thing. Schilder trying his best to hunt him down, but these tyres will only last so long. He will probably have to come in at some point. Obviously, he needs to.
Judging by his first set, we'll see his pit stop in the next like 4 laps or so, 4 or 5 laps. I don't think he will do less than 3 laps on fresh C3s, but I don't know.
Yeah, obviously it's mandatory that he has to pit because he can't run the same tyre twice, which he has done. Hopefully he knows this.
I have arrived, I've returned. We are back, so I clearly haven't missed much. It's still the same as before.
Cochrane's close again. I wonder if Omlu made another mistake coming out of hairpin because it was really, really close. He could look around the outside here.
It's a bold move if he's going to pull it off, but he hasn't. He's not quite there yet.
He still has the slipstream down the back straight, gaining again. If he dumps a battery here, he could even try it into 130R if he's brave enough, and he pulls alongside. He actually does. Wow.
And does it? Yeah. Good to have.
Oh.
130R.
He hasn't done it.
He's downshifted into 130R, which is quite frankly, you just don't do that. It's flat.
And show the pits.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's going side by side there is scary, but he's close enough to try into turn 1 because that's a big advantage. Does the same thing as Schiller, pulls to the inside last second, inside, but gets spooked out.
Jesus, this
Still
is
clean in turn 2 as well. Schiller dropped to 9. He's gone for the 2 stop. It hasn't worked too well. He's gonna have a big job to do. As Yord Lois has tapped out. He tapped out with 10 laps left. But it's the same for him. He was having not a brilliant race, but
well, the thing is with Jordi, he has this like amazing pace in qualifying, and then it all falls apart somewhere during the race just because these cars are just a handful for these drivers. You know, it really takes that next level energy to bring it to the finish line in the points. So yeah, really hats off to these guys.
yep, it is difficult to score points. Well, it's easy if you're in transport, but in Mastersplit it's a whole different game.
Andreas actually switched to the C1 tire instead of the C3, so I'm a bit surprised.
Yep, so I think Schilder has pretty much given the race Oh, we're giving a big finish up at least. Magzire look to a more in there.
Oh,
Oh,
might have just seen an overtake there. Sorry.
None of us noticed that.
finally!
I didn't expect it. That was he must have been saving all his battery there.
That's just... Wow, I'm impressed.
He's finally done it. It took him a while, but he has got the move done. It was a big move as well.
Sorry, I do apologise. My AWS strategy simulator didn't tell me about the potential gap.
It
did
didn't
well.
predict the overtake.
Didn't predict the overtake for that
No
lap.
entry speed into the pit lane.
This battle is far from over. Remember, I think Tim Umlo has a slight pace advantage, but then again, he keeps losing the back out of the hairpin here. There's a lot of drivers behind. Schilder on the new tire. I'm curious to see how many places he will make up.
Yardlow saying he's had a content manager bug there. In the premises, chatting our Discord server, which you can join. The link will be somewhere, I don't know where it'll be, but you can join our Discord server. You can enter into our races and potentially be racing against these guys if you are good enough.
The link is in the top right hand corner of your screen right now.
There you go. The link is in the top right of the stream. Thank you, Kilgore. As we now look to Tim Omlu, he'll be hungry to get that back. He's got 8 laps to do it as well. We all know Tim is a very quick driver. He's young as well. He's still on the way up, coming in Formula Chart, and who knows? Could he be one of those who we think will be fighting for the championship next season? Toby Snap has made a mistake, I believe. He's gone down a few.
No, he hasn't. He was actually gaining on shoulder for a second there.
Was he? Well, on your thing which says next, it actually back yellow.
I think Schilder has overtaken Sanford
Maybe
because he came out behind him in the pits. Keyword here is I think.
Gap's still maybe going to be a bit too big for Tim Omlu to capitalise. And yeah, I think it's going to be like that to the end now.
Andreas Silder, fastest in the first sector. So those tyres coming alive already.
Fastest middle sector. As Tim Omlu gets another shot at Alex Cocker as he loses the back slightly. I think that's it for his chance. Maybe he actually needs to defend because Olsen's coming behind. He also should have DRS. That's a bit far back.
I'm far back for that, but
I wonder if Tim will keep it on the track until the end of the race. Schilder fastest lap 27.8, approaching qualifying times.
we look to Paul Magzire.
I mean, it all should be coming together at the end of this race, to be honest. You've got P4, 5, 6 and 7, maybe even 8, all sort of within 2 seconds of each other.
I mean, if someone makes a mistake, they're going to lose massively, so it's just a question of who cracks first.
You're right there.
Anthony Penn's made a mistake as well.
And Omlu coming across some traffic now. Oh! Almost Riss. Make contact with
Oh yeah, he's had a smash.
Rositis.
Very interesting corner as well. I'd like to know what happened there. Maybe we've got a replay later. Have a look at that. Magzire P6 here. Who's done a solid job today? Halligan.
Oh, how did you say that? Come on, man. Why'd you go and say that?
The commentary curse. Well, it happens a lot. And I do apologise to Paul for that. The commentary curse has just kicked in, unfortunately, again. Never mind, he's only on to P8, he hasn't lost too much.
He could lose another place.
Good well, he's losing place.
With Schiller with the fresh tyres behind him.
And
Yeah.
well. So if we're going to take a look at this, people, not very much. It's not a big gap, but it still feel of dirty air if he gets this wrong.
I think he has really fresh tyres, and Magza has hot tyres now after the spin. Schiller could take a look on the inside into the hairpin, or maybe even earlier, judging by how much he's gaining just right now.
Oh my god, no. Yep, well, the deck isn't one way to overtake, but the hairpin definitely is.
Another two drivers that have come across each other plenty of times in previous seasons.
They know each other also for very long times, even since before Trout. He goes to the inside, into breaking into Spoon makes it look easy with the fresh tires, and into P8 he goes.
Yeah, I mean, Magza only has himself to blame for that, unfortunately. But that is the nature of the sport. With Omlu now, who is a lot closer this time round to Alex Cochran, hasn't made a mistake coming out of the last corner. Let's see if he's got enough battery. DRS wide open though. He's going to be looking up that inside.
And he go for it.
Just not. It's so tricky, this track. You have a long straight, you have the long back straight before the 130R and the chicane where you can get really close, then you have the chicane, and then you have this right-hander where you need all your downforce to keep the car on the track. So you really suffer, and then the main straight is long, but not long enough to fully pull alongside, so overtaking at Suzuka is not the easiest to do.
Ooh, getting a bit wobbly there, Alex, but stays ahead.
So does Tim.
Yeah.
Omlu's still a bit far back, 5 laps to go. Radi's skating out in front, all race. Still Omlu P4. Cochran up in third. This is for P3, this is for a podium this. Omlu looks a lot better. Can he maybe try it into 130 if he uses all the boost? Any manual boost or any. Here he goes. Into 130R, this could be deadly, and I think Cochran isn't putting up a fight to that one.
Maybe he's going for the DRS down the main straight as he nearly runs into the back, yeah.
Baku, Case 1 says, if that's just what's going to happen, Case 1 did that early in the season, and I think this is going to happen now. Yeah, he's doing exactly what Case 1 did. Yes, it's an absolute replica, and it's kept him P3. That is thoughtful. Because
He can also back him up into Philip Olsen.
exactly, which could be.
He can be as slow as he wants to these corners. He can pull a Paris and just, put the motor on charging, not deploy anything to the asses.
And Anthony Penn has tapped out. So that's unfortunate for him.
Shame for him.
Yeah, big shame. Anyways, Alex Cochran up in P3.
They all go wide through the hairpin. This is going to be a spicy finish.
Well, it depends. It's going to be very spicy. It's going to be very disappointing. Nothing happens, and it's just a free train. The Cochran Express. We'll have to see. Or it's going to be a massive battle, which I hope it's a massive battle. Olsen's a bit far back, but Omlu might not be. It's only 4 tenths in it between the top two in this battle. No, I think Olsen's a bit far back to be involved just yet. There's
It was a bit wide there, misses the apex.
Yeah, and they both win the exit there.
He got startled how fast he was coming in. To be honest, he probably could have come a bit close to that apex. And Muradi's made a mistake. Muradi has made a mistake.
Oh, the race leader has made a mistake. This is massive. It shouldn't really phase him because look at the gap to Stevenson. Where is Stevenson compared to
the tower takes some time. So
that's so much closer. This is so much closer.
Yeah, but it's gone down from 12 to 5 seconds, so Muradi should just chill.
He's got 3 laps to do it. He's got to dump all the battery now to go for it. Personally, I know that Oliver, who's engineering him, tells Stevenson to drain that battery if he's got any, because he needs to drain the battery now if he's going for the win. So I know Oliver will engineer him, and I know you'll be watching. tell him to drain the battery. So,
just 2 more laps here at the Suzuka Grand Prix. On board with Tim Omloo. Stevenson's pitting. Stevenson's pitting. He's probably going for the fastest lap.
oh, well,
Oh, he has the gap, so
I just say,
he shouldn't be worried about anything.
well, it's a big gap.
Wise move, I guess. You know,
Could just go out in front of her. In front of her. What? Well, she just come out in front of him. Well, just see.
Remember, race stability is crucial around that corner, and Tim had issues with race stability earlier on this stint. So he really needs to be careful if he wants to get close. I mean, he's gaining, but he's gaining in the wrong places.
oh,
Just as I say that.
Morales seems to have got the win done.
it's almost as if you foresee these things, Christoph.
Tim Omloo still on the back of Cochrane.
Oh,
Oh,
forces
look
him
on the
wait.
outside. He gets compromised more than anything.
He lets him know he's there, though.
Guys,
Oh, Magzire.
Magzire has made a mistake. Yeah,
He's out of the points now, for sure.
back to that battle then. This isn't for like P10, this is for P3, this is massive. Here comes Omloo then.
I wonder if he stays behind this time, because last time Alex got the... Oh,
Ooh.
they nearly touched.
And that
I think
could have
Tim
been-
has DRS.
I'm
Oh,
gonna start
does he?
Oh,
They nearly
that's
touched.
the- oh, and he does a bit of a... Oh!
Oh,
Nearly.
getting good. Cochrane has just lost it all.
Oh god, this has opened the door for everything.
Anything can happen here, people. Don't go anywhere. You've got a lap to wait. Because Olsen could go for P3 and Morin could be on for a chance here.
And these guys started together, separated by a tenth in qualifying, and now they're on the second to last lap, separated by less than a second between each
This is
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is some brilliant
that's how
driving.
close the field is, and no one of them made a major mistake.
Well,
But yeah,
Well,
it'd be interesting to analyse that again, because it looked like Tim Omloo was just slow to get away, and it compromised Alex, so he couldn't really get on the throttle, and then all of a sudden he found himself
Also-
wobbling.
I want to point out that Schilder closed to the...
here we go then. This is it. Oh,
Oh, he's not getting no team orders, no team orders now.
Team orders here.
because I know. Guilt, I don't lose my voice again. Anyways,
It's a shame for Alex, as we're blocked by a lot of the crowd on their mobile phones for some reason, missing out on this great action.
What is fun to do this? Well, I guess people that
Final lap.
Days,
Starting the
people
final
have
lap.
their phones, aren't they?
This guy has pretty much led from start to finish, though.
Nas.
I want to keep watching him. Oh!
A collision.
Back
bar.
Stoyan.
Stoyan.
In the Calavale, never mind. It's all about Moradi at the minute. What's happening for P3? Have they spread out again? Yes, they have. Back to Moradi, who
I wonder if Tim can hold on to this. But it looks like the gap to Olsen increased a little bit.
seems like Stevenson's in a bit of a world of his own. But so is this man, Mustafa Moradi. As he rounds the final corner, the champion gets another one. The man from Iran, Moradi, wins in Suzuka. It's another win for Moradi. We've got a bit of a while here to see what
Who comes P3?
Who comes P3? It seems like it's going to be Omloo. Stevenson brings on a fantastic P2 for Oxtan.
It takes the fastest lap as well, by the looks of things. Will he hold on to it?
Can he? I think he will.
Unless the last corner.
Oh! Amorim's found himself the wrong way round.
Wins P3. Very good job by Tim Onlu there to hold on and get a podium. And yep,
What a finish! What a finish!
What a race!
Hope everyone a good race there.
Plenty of upsets. Sanford holds on to P9 by the looks of things. Good for him. That'll help the golf racing team for sure.
Well, a Swiss stop has left us.
What a race.
Olsen has had a massive crash. We're going to wait to get some interviews in.
Who's your driver of the day then?
Well, I would want to normally say someone like Muradi, but I mean, you just kind of want to go for someone who's actually... I mean, fair play, Muradi's done a brilliant job all season and today as well. I'd have to say, maybe... I don't know, I mean...
Omlu's done a stellar job considering his return.
And he was, a few weeks ago, he was not even in the league, he wasn't even in the Discord server. So he's on the podium master, I'd probably have to give it to him. Should we get our first interview in then?
Yeah.
It is Oliver Gibson and Steve Stevenson. So, Steve, you got P2 today, solid job. You were actually gaining on Muradi because he made that mistake. Then he chose to pit. What was the decision behind the pitting? Was it for fastest lap?
Yes, we pitted for fastest lap. I was really confused on like where Muradi was because we thought he pitted a second time, but he didn't.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
Really
and obviously, he made that error. It was down to 5 seconds. There was even potentially a chance to capitalise as well. But yeah, still a podium, still a very good result. We're joined by Toby Stanford as well. So, Toby, good race today. You managed to bring it home. I think was it P10?
9.
P9. So
P9.
Good job for you today as well, Toby.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It incredibly didn't actually get any force feedback drop off for the first time in God knows. Said it was good, car was good, so on and so forth, and then just turning laps from that point. So
yeah, great result. I mean, it didn't look easy out there as well. Everyone was constantly surrounded by one another, so hats off to you for handling the pressure.
yeah, there was kind of a bit of a pack kind of everywhere by the looks of it. Most of it was just maintaining tyres because the C3, well, actually no, both compounds that I went on, C3 and C1, kind of dropped off towards the end and got a little sketchy, but just trying not to make too many mistakes.
And also, Toby, in the last few laps we saw a collision with one of the bad cars, I think. What happened there?
I think that was with Cyprian Stoyan.
Was it Cyprian, was it?
Yeah, I don't think I didn't have any. Well, there was some after race contact with me and Sutherland, but I don't know if. Well, obviously it was post race, and I don't think there were any I don't know what the word is, but you know what I mean. There weren't any negative connotations behind it. There we go. That's the word.
Stevenson, walk us through that first lap.
Well, I just wanted to get a good start from where I was, and stay ahead. I'm happy I did because Tim ended up spinning behind, which was good because I think if he didn't, he probably would have finished ahead of me at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Tim was on good form today. It was just a few mistakes that let him down. But yeah, that strategy, pretty much textbook. It was just a shame that I think Muradi obviously had the pace, but I think the undercut kind of almost suited him, didn't it? You came out just he pretty much kept the gap.
Yep. We're gonna get Alex Chocklin in to join us all now. Alex Cochran, good result for me today. You got P3. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You got P5.
6. Wow.
6, yeah.
Get,
Well, you
get,
were
the,
doing a good job.
get the result wrong twice.
How can I get the result wrong twice? I don't know. I'm very tired. I'm gonna be getting off to bed very shortly. I've had a long day as well. That's probably why I got it all wrong. But yeah, P6. Alex, you're winning P3. You ran a very good race actually. Talk us through how it all went wrong.
Yeah, it was going okay. Like, obviously, the start was fine. I didn't actually gain any positions on the start, but it wasn't too bad. And then, obviously, a few people made mistakes, overtook a few cars, which was okay. And then I tried the early undercut, which didn't actually work because Felipe came out in front of me. So he actually overcut me, which didn't exactly go to plan, but that was okay because I think I managed to get him a bit later, or he made a mistake or something into the last corner. But yeah, I was quite happy running in fourth with Tim in front, and it was fine. And then, yeah, his pace started to drop off, and I kind of had to fight him when I didn't really want to, which was fine, you know. So I managed to overtake, and then, yeah, I use an app, an app which shows the battery charge, and I thought I had more than it said. So I started going down the final straight, well, the straight before 130R, and it just went, and it was like, oh, I've run out of battery. And that was like 2 laps from the end, which was a bit of a disaster.
I mean, you did really well up until that point, and even then afterwards, I think, wasn't it just till the last lap or so that, I don't know, I think Tim backed you up into everyone.
Well, yeah, so I ran out of battery, and then Tim got in front, and then I kind of had to go slow. Like, he was behind me before the DRS detection line, and then I had no battery either out the exit of the last corner. So basically, he got past me. Everyone else had DRS.
Yeah,
it's just like came out the last corner, no DRS, no battery. So yeah, I just lost I went from 3rd to 6th, I think, at the end, which in one straight.
But yeah,
it's not the best. But yeah, I mean, Andreas then came, and I didn't expect him to be so fast. We weren't communicating, and we actually touched a little bit, but I don't think it really mattered in the end. But yeah, I mean, it's good to score points. Obviously, the last few races have been a bit of a disaster. So
we were saying, I mean, first time around, I think it was team orders for sure, but second time there definitely wasn't. Yeah, I mean, we'll cut these interviews short. I'm not too sure. I'm too happy with the communal interviews, but we'll iron this out next time round, I'm sure. Before we go, what was everyone's favourite tyre?
C1.
Yeah, it seemed the case. Everyone seemed to like the C1.
I go Steve.
P3 was decent, but it lasted for like 2 laps.
But yeah, congratulations, everyone! Brilliant racing out there. It was amazing to see, everyone come together on the final lap, pretty much where they started. It was just like a last lap shootout. Sorry for Stevenson, who has just left right now. He was in kind of no man's land in a sense, just kind of running his own race. Obviously, Maradi just too far ahead of him. Tim Omlu too far back. So yeah, Toby Sanford had a brilliant race as well to finish P9. Bouncing back. That's what we like to see. This race has been full of energy. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I've been Kilgore Trout. Thank you for joining me, Robbie Arthur and Christoph Boozer.
To Oliver Gibson as well, win the championship earlier as well. Thought about pointing out.
Yeah, if Robbie Arthur hasn't already said it 1,000 times tonight, congratulations.
I've got nothing else to say.
Yeah, Oliver Gibson, well done.
What's going on?
Anyway,
Good night, everyone.